So we could be pulling ourselves in the box, but where was the ball? So the focus was on the ball was not where Declan Rice was. The ball was where Raya was and all of the shenanigans happening there. Again, it just tells us that football is big time money, is big time investment. Whatever the referees are doing right now are always or just heavily scrutinized. So we can see why the referee would have to take so much time to make sure that I'm getting the right decision. So again, like I've always said, if you didn't give that decision, we'll begin to get this kind of Leipzig conspiracy theory against
Against us.
Arsenal, not to ever winning the EPL again. You get a lot of stories. Then for the first time, you hear Arteta giving kudos to the referees.
Because
if
went his way this year, all of a
when
sudden,
his way,
under pressure, he did a good job.
if
If he went against him, would have said a different thing.
said a different thing. So that should tell you how football is, or what the level football is going into right now. Everything is being scrutinized. Like everything is got to be pitch perfect, so that whatever result you're seeing is what it would be any day, anytime. Interesting times, I must say. I think kudos to Arsenal. Again, like Joshua we've said all season, it's a good way to play when you are getting the results. The day you don't get the results, you will now see all the analysis coming out why that is a bad way to play. So again, kudos to Arsenal. They can continue that way. We didn't expect them to play at that level after playing so well in the Champions League against Atletico. We expected a level of better performance against West Ham, just to put a stamp on, what, guys, we're here for this league. But they kept giving West Ham the chance to believe, and that came to the end. Imagine if it was 2-0 or 3-0 before then. Who would be bothered if West Ham scored a goal that the keeper was pushed or not? You get what I mean? So again, Arsenal, they got everything right in their corner. Against Burnley, again, anything can happen. It's football. Burnley is down and out, but they could be the banana peel. They will step on and falter, and we still have something to fight for on the last game of the season. So in a nutshell, I still believe Arsenal has got their hands closer to the cup than any other person. But again, let's see if they are going to lift it. They can't afford to sleep against Burnley and against Crystal Palace. Let's see how it goes. Interesting times, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just what I'll say about VAR is because I mean I'm someone who is for it, and I think what really still confuses people, and I think something that is still a gray area and needs to be addressed is the clear and obvious error, right? Because you look at, I mean, offside is black and white, is you're either offside or not, so that's a bit clear and obvious, so maybe. But in terms of all this type of fouls, I know it's like, is it clear and obvious for VAR to intervene? Has the referee really made a clear and obvious error in that? How do you define clear and obvious? What is clear and obvious error? So that's a gray area in VAR, or how there's no definition for clear and obvious, right? Because
Yeah,
we
but
can't
we have
define it.
seen, Joshua, we have seen over the seasons now that they don't even go by a clear and obvious error.
Exactly, but that's what it was brought
Yeah,
in for initially. Yeah,
So right now is let's analyze the situation. They're looking at what had happened even before the foul.
exactly. Because you
So
look, if they
again,
have to look at it 25 times, is that really clear
times,
and obvious?
yeah, is that really clear and obvious? So those are again, like I said, it's becoming obvious to even the blind that there's so much investment in football right now that you can't afford some errors.